Blessings and peace, everyone. I think sometimes, as empathetic, kind hearted people, we have a tendency to be too nice, too quiet. You see, we go through life thinking that if we just keep our head down, mind our own business, don't rock the boat, treat everyone with the same respect that we would want to be treated with, treat everyone with kindness, that we would get the same in return, right? Or at least, if we live our life and we don't bother anybody, that nobody would bother us, right? Not. Just because you keep your head down, just because you mind your own business, just because you fly beneath the radar, just because you don't rock the boat or you don't give anybody any problems, just because you stay to yourself, you're on the quiet side, doesn't mean that people will leave you alone, especially these narcissistic gang stalkers and these bullies. No, they will not leave you alone. As a matter of fact, doing all of these things really places more of a target on your back than you may realize. But I came to tell you something on today, my friends. I want you to know that you are more powerful than you think. You are more powerful than what you give yourself credit for. Because get this, as a child of God, you have the power to extinguish all the fiery darts of the enemy, everything that is sent at you by the enemy of your soul. You have the power to extinguish it. You have the power to knock it out the box. Yes, you. You have the power to knock out the box everything that is sent your way. I want to encourage someone today. I want you to realize just how much of a giant you are in the spirit. You have the power to knock it out the box, to swat at it like it's a fly or a gnat. You have the power to play ping pong with these fiery darts. You have the power to ricochet those fiery darts right back at the enemy, right back into their camp. You have the power to cause it to fall to the ground and become null and void. Yes, you have that ability. It bothers me that the enemy, and even with myself, at some point in time in my life, had the power to make me feel powerless against his or her attacks. It upsets me when I see so many of God's children just kind of being, just being run roughshod over by the enemy because they don't know the power that they have. Sometimes as children of God, we just think that, God is going to just come in and, fight all the battles and we're not supposed to do anything. But no, He gave us armor and He gave us weaponry. But we have to remember our weaponry is not carnal. The weapons that we fight with are spiritual. And He gave us a very powerful weapon. He gave us two of them, as a matter of fact. The first one is the shield of faith, which is, He gave it to us to quench every fiery dart of the enemy. And He gave us the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. And with those two things, plus the full armor, our enemies don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance. And so on today, I want to talk about the very special tool that he gave us called the shield of faith. It's a very powerful tool that God has given us. And I think sometimes we forget about what it means to carry around a shield. You know, we see like on the Avengers, Captain America, he carries around his shield. He's able to lift that shield up, and when something comes at him, he's able to knock it out the box. He's able to knock it back down to the ground, or he's able to knock it back into the camp of the enemy. Well, my friend, we can do the same thing with the shield of faith that God has given us. So let's talk about it today. Let's talk about some of the things that we can use our shield of faith against. My friend, get this. When the enemy tries to throw manipulation and control at you, you can block it and knock it out the box with your shield of faith. When the enemy tries to throw gossip, slander, a smear campaign at you, you can block it and knock it out the box with your shield of faith. When the enemy tries to throw anger, jealousy, and envy, even bitterness at you, you can block it and knock it out the box with your shield of faith. When these trolls come into your comment section, being extremely critical and mean, saying mean things, you can block it and knock it out the box with your shield of faith. When the enemy tries to throw criticism and stumbling blocks, or when they try to come at you with evil motives, you, my friend, you have the power to block it and knock it out the box with your shield of faith. When the enemy comes into your camp and tries to steal things from you, you have the power to block it and knock it out the box. So you don't even have to worry about it. And let me just park right here on the stealing thing, because I don't know about you, but I've had some things stolen from me in my life. I've had some things taken from me, and I didn't know how to exactly to receive that or even to react to it. We don't have time to get mad and angry and sulk about it. We got to use the tools that we've been given to block it and knock it out the box. And you know what comes with blocking it and knocking it out the box? Those who stole from you, they're going to lose triple what they stole from you. Mark my words, you can take that to the bank. Don't worry about when people try to take things from you, because they're going to lose triple what they took from you. Because you know what you're going to do? You're going to take your shield of faith and you're going to block it and you're going to knock it out the box. And that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for listening. Have a blessed day.